When people talk about data furnishing, they usually talk about Metro 2 files, portfolios, trade lines, credit building approvals, all the exciting parts. But the truth is, none of that matters unless you know how to send your files to the bureaus. And that is where SFTP comes in. This is the part that turns you from somebody learning the system into somebody operating inside the system. This is the step that takes all your preparation, the policies, the workspace, the foundation, the sample files, and turns it into real reporting and real impact on credit files. A lot of people have never heard of SFTP because consumers never use it. Even lenders never talk about it publicly. But behind the scenes, every serious furnisher uses the same process, Secure File Transfer Protocol, SFTP, and the bureaus will not accept anything else. They do not want email. They do not want Google Drive. They do not want Dropbox. They want encrypted secure transmission through a direct connection. This is what makes you look like a legitimate organization, and this is what protects consumer data during the reporting process. And let me make this clear because this shocks people. SFTP is not complicated. It is not coding. It is not advanced technology. It is just a secure tunnel between you and each bureau, a tunnel that cannot be hacked, cannot be intercepted, and cannot be accessed by anyone except you and the bureau you are talking to. The same way your online banking uses secure tunnels, your reporting system uses secure tunnels, but with even tighter rules, because Metro 2 files contain sensitive identity and financial information that absolutely cannot leak anywhere. So let us talk through this like we are sitting down face to face, because once this part clicks, you stop feeling intimidated and you start feeling like you are actually stepping into the world where real furnishers and lenders operate. Your first step is understanding that SFTP is simply a tool. It is a program you open on your computer that connects to a server the bureaus give you access to, and your Metro 2 files get uploaded directly into their system. No middleman, no forwarding, no email chains, just a clean drop directly into their secured environment. The most common tools people use are WinSCP, FileZilla, or Bitvise. These are free, simple programs that make secure transmission easy. You do not need to be technical as long as you know how to click connect, drag a file, and drop it into a folder. The software handles the heavy lifting, the encryption, the authentication, the secure handshake, the locked connection, all the stuff happening behind the scenes. Now, before the bureaus give you access to their servers, they will issue login credentials unique to your company. This usually includes a username, a private key or password, and a specific host address for each bureau. This is important because each bureau has their own secure endpoint. Experian has one, Equifax has one, TransUnion has one, and they all require strict login verification. So when you apply and get approved for live reporting, they will send you secure onboarding documents with instructions for your connection. And here is something to keep in mind. You must protect these credentials like your life depends on it, because this is what gives you direct access to upload data into the bureau's environment. This is why bureau approval is taken so seriously. If someone had access to an SFTP credential, they could submit anything, and that would be disastrous for the system. So when the bureaus approve you, they are essentially handing you a key to their back door, and they want to see that you treat that key with respect. That is why your data security policy matters, and that is why your foundation matters, because this is the part of the process where they decide whether you can handle real responsibilities. So let us walk step by step through the process of setting up your SFTP system the right way. Your first step is securing your computer. This must be your dedicated business machine, not your personal laptop, not your gaming PC, not the same device your kids use. This must be a clean, encrypted, protected computer running antivirus firewall and a secure browser. Everything you do in the Furnisher world needs to happen here, because this machine is the only one that will ever transmit Metro 2 files. After that, you install your SFTP tool. FileZilla is the most common because it is user-friendly. But WinSCP is excellent for people who want more structure. Either one will work. You download it from the official website, not a third-party site. You install it, and now you have the tool that will open the secure tunnel to the bureaus. Then you take the credentials the bureaus send you and enter them into your program. This includes the host name, your username, your password or private key, and the port number, usually port 22 for SFTP. Once that is entered, you hit connect, and if your credentials are correct, you will immediately see a secure folder structure on the right side of the program. This is the bureau's environment. You will usually see folders for incoming files, outgoing files, error reports, and confirmation receipts. Those folders are where your Metro 2 files will live after you send them. Now, before you upload anything, you need to understand the importance of naming your files correctly, because each bureau has strict naming conventions, and if you break them, they will reject your file before even opening it. Your naming structure usually includes your Furnisher ID, the date, and the reporting cycle. For example, Furnisher ID -year month day.metro. Once you learn your bureau's required naming structure, you never deviate from it. This keeps everything clean and prevents rejections. Your next step is generating your Metro 2 file from your software and doing your internal check before uploading anything you confirm. The file is the correct size, the correct type, the correct encoding, and you verify that your trailer segment says the correct number of accounts. One mistake here can break your whole file. So this part is serious because your entire reporting identity depends on consistent accuracy. Once the file is confirmed, you drag that file into the incoming folder inside your SFTP connection. You will see the file appear, then you wait. The bureaus usually process incoming files once per cycle, and they return a confirmation receipt or an error log in the outgoing or error folder. Your job is to download that report and analyze it. If it says your file processed successfully, you are good. If it says there is an error, you fix the issue and resend the updated file. And let me say something important here. This part is where most beginners panic because they think errors mean they failed. But errors are normal. Even experienced furnishers get formatting errors. The key is consistency. If you fix your mistakes quickly, the bureaus see you as responsible. They want reliability, not perfection. And the more clean files you send over time, the more trust you build and the smoother your reporting becomes. So why does all of this matter? Why is SFTP such a big deal? Because this is the doorway to reporting. This is the final step that gives you the power to create actual credit data, real trade lines, real age, real payment history. This is the moment you go from planning and preparing to actually influencing outcomes. This is where your Metro 2 files become real entries on a credit report. And once you can do that, your ability to build credit becomes limitless. This is how real lenders do it. This is how auto dealerships do it. This is how mortgage servicers do it. This is how banks do it. This is how everyone inside the credit system operates. And once you learn this, your whole perspective changes. You start realizing credit is not magical or mysterious. You start realizing the bureaus are not secret gatekeepers. They are just data receivers, and whoever can send clean, accurate data consistently controls the score. And think about the outcome for a second. When you know how to transmit Metro 2 files securely through SFTP, you gain a level of control almost nobody has anymore. You gain the ability to build a positive account for yourself or a consumer. Once the account is legally resolved and consent is signed, you gain the ability to structure payment history that improves scores. Predictably, you gain the ability to add primary accounts that lenders respect more than authorized users. You gain the ability to help people qualify for loans, cars, apartments, mortgages, and funding because you are operating from the back end where the entire system is actually controlled. And let me tell you this, once you send your first successful file, once you see that confirmation receipt, once you watch your first account appear on a credit report, it changes you. You stop thinking like a consumer and you start thinking like a data source. You start thinking like an institution. You start realizing the game was never about trade lines. The game was about who controls the data, and now you control the data the same way lenders do. This is why SFTP matters. It is not a technical step. It is the final bridge between preparation and power. And once you learn it correctly, the entire credit system opens up for you in a way most people will never experience because they will never operate at the level you are stepping into.